Hey everyone, who flung poo back. There's a yet another TYT video to talk about. I'm actually kind of surprised I haven't seen anybody else talking about this one yet, but that's fine. Sometimes I like to watch these things without anybody else's opinion already in the mix, so I can kind of not, give you one that hasn't been influenced by anyone else here. Because, like it or not, people that you do tend to like, um, that has already stated an opinion on something that you want to state an opinion on can sometimes influence what we wish to say. Okay, so with that being said, let me bring up the screen share here so can go ahead and watch the video and put commentary in as we go forth.
All right, we're back on the Young Turks. Obviously, a little bit of commotion here as Alex Jones and a guy significantly worse than him entered the stage here. So, for those of you who didn't see it, let me explain what happened. So, we're doing the Young Turks live at the.
Of course, most of us have seen this by now, so we definitely know what happened. But let's let Cenk do the recap anyway.
RNC, and we were just getting through a Donald Trump, Ted Cruz story when Alex Jones came on the set. In the beginning, it was actually a little bit friendly. First of all, I didn't give him permission to come on the set. Yeah, I would never walk onto anybody else's set. Imagine we walk on into the middle of a Fox News, MSNBC, CNN set, or just any person doing a radio show. That's unacceptable. I wasn't asked to be on that set. But, sometimes people do things tongue-in-cheek a little bit. Like, for example, I was doing an interview earlier today in Triumph, the insult comic dog.
Triumph, the insult comic dog, is still a thing? Oh, I thought somebody pooped on that one already. Anyway.
Did I get that wrong? No, that's right. Okay. I know it 1,000 times, but anyway. So he came on for a little bit, and it was fun, and we played along. So
Wrong, Jake. Wrong. Your facial language and your facial expressions and body language, it was quite palpable that it was uncomfortable for you. It was awkward. We could see the massive clenching of your sphincter, Cenk, just in your body language. It was an what the hell moment for you. It was a what the hell moment. And it was so obvious. So, no, Cenk, it wasn't fun. Your negative body language is palpable. It could be cut with a knife. Man, no, you did not have fun. You weren't having fun. None of this was fun for you.
Alex Jones comes here. In the beginning, I wasn't mad at all, right? Okay, he's doing his grandstanding, and he's doing it because we have a much larger audience, and that's the only way.
The grandstanding had absolutely nothing to do with the size of either of your audiences. That's just how Alex Jones rolls. He grandstands. He's boisterous. Much like yourself, Cenk.
You can sneak in and get into a larger audience. So
Cenk has zero clue that pound for pound, Alex Jones has a much larger audience than you do, Cenk. And why is this? Well, Cenk, it just so happens that you limit your audience to YouTube. Given that being said, Alex Jones has half of the subscribers that you have. But you know what else? He has millions in his audience off of YouTube. Now, granted, there may be some, what's the word I'm looking for? Overlap between his YouTube subscribers and his podcast subscribers. But Cenk, I would venture a guess. Now, I admittedly have not looked at the numbers because, I'm not sure I care that much. All right. But I'd be willing to bet, Cenk, that overall in sheer numbers, he competes with what you just have on YouTube. Now, congratulations. You've got 3 million viewers on YouTube alone. And Alex has half of that plus whatever. So he did have to go through other channels or through other platforms. But 1.5 million, if you just want to go by YouTube numbers, is nothing to scoff at. especially when you consider somebody like myself, whose only subscriber is myself. Okay?
So if he's contained in his tiny, tiny audience, well, then he has more trouble.
Really. So, yeah, and yet another fallacious statement. Now, don't get me wrong. I can't recall off the top of my head what kind of logical fallacy this is. I just know it is. Because his tiny audience of 1.5 million, Cenk, that's a fallacious statement to make upon itself. You know, you might have something if he had a tenth, or 1%, tenth, 15% of your audience, but he doesn't, Cenk. He has half the number of your followers. So dismiss it all you want, Cenk, but it doesn't change the fact that he has a 1.5 million subscribers. Okay, and Cenk, it's not like you're necessarily pulling in, subscribers hand over fist anymore. Your numbers are actually down from what they used to be. This can be found on Social Blade.
Reaching a broader section of Americans. Two things that pissed me off and why we had the mayhem in here that we did was he handed me a shirt with Bill Clinton's face on it that said rape. I'm not interested in that kind of BS. It's one thing if you're doing it tongue-in-cheek and you're going to do it briefly. It's another thing is you come and take over somebody else's show and then you.
Okay, well, Cenk, he did do it tongue-in-cheek. Those shirts are done tongue-in-cheek. And it was briefly. Now, the only reason why it was brief, though, is because you started to aggressively exert yourself. You grabbed the shirt out of his hand. And then, of course, poor little Ben tried to get it out of your hand. But you're like, mine. This is my T-shirt now. I don't think you paid for that T-shirt, by the way, Cenk. So I guess you believe possession is 9/10 of the law.
Start doing sickening, grotesque propaganda. This is from this.
Wait. Sickening, grotesque propaganda. You mean? I swear, man, the self-awareness. Cenk, that is all you do. Cenk, there were several years ago when I first came across the Young Turks, I disagreed with much of what you said, but all this stuff that you reported on, hear the air quotes in my voice, was definitely propagandized. And it's only gotten worse, Cenk. It's gotten so bad that now your filters are hearing things that aren't being said. For anybody who happens to watch this that doesn't know what I'm saying, see Sarah Palin. See his commentary on Sarah Palin and how his filters purposely changed a word that she was saying into a word she was not saying. Somehow, Sarah Palin thinks that the rioters are not people, according to you, Cenk. Now, you later did come back and say that you misheard what she was saying in your non-apology. You didn't apologize to her. You just said, oops, my bad. And you made a correction, which you really should have done. What you really should have done is apologize to her. But no, you're above that, right? Anyway, so please, Cenk, some self-awareness here, because you know what? This is all that the Young Turks is. It used to be light. Now it's freaking on steroids, the propaganda coming out of your mouth and the mouth of those that work for you.
Same people who are representing, and Roger Stone was here, biggest hatchet man for Donald Trump. In court papers, his former wife, Ivanka Trump, said he raped me.
That's irrelevant, Cenk. It's irrelevant what Ivanka said in court papers. Because you know what? Donald Trump was never charged for raping his ex-wife. So what she said in court papers is irrelevant since he was never charged. She can say whatever the hell she wants. Okay? She can accuse him of, luring small children into his white van with candy, taking them up to his house in the Hamptons or wherever the hell it is, Trump Tower, chopping him up and putting him in his baking goods. I mean, for crying out loud, Cenk, it doesn't matter what she accuses him of in papers. What matters is, was he charged? Did it go to trial? Was he convicted? Who cares what Ivana Trump said in court papers? It's irrelevant.
And what do they do? Because they're swift boat guys. That's exactly what they do.
Oh, still a little butthurt over John Kerry in the 2004 elections? Oh, I'm sorry about that, buddy. Get over it.
They take the worst things about themselves and pretend that it's their opponents that do it.
It's because it is their opponents that do it. Both sides do it, Cenk. If you had any self-awareness, you would understand that you do this too.
So that shirt set me off. Then I hadn't even seen.
Oh, poor Cenk got set off by a fucking t-shirt. Oh no, a t-shirt. A t-shirt set Cenk off. Holy crap.
Roger Stone. Roger Stone, I shouldn't even be talking about him because he's.
It's unfortunate that you are. You're going to say something really stupid here.
Such a despicable human being. He is known, if he's known at all, he's known in American politics as the hatch. His job is to be a hatchet man. His job is to be a liar. He's a professional liar. That's literally his job.
That's literally his job, Cenk. I'm trying to remember who recently put out a video of the guys that I follow where basically, according to this person, I haven't seen it yet. So I may be fallacious on my own here. But apparently one of the dictionaries has been updated to where the word literally, even when speaking figuratively, is now okay to use. So figuratively can now mean literally. And literally can mean literally. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. And Cenk shouldn't do that. Cenk, please find this guy's resume or even his curricula vitae, his CV. Find that and show me where it shows. Even find his job description from what he's currently doing. And please show us that it says liar, occupation, hatchet man. That's literally his job. No, Cenk, it isn't literally his job. At most, Cenk, it's figuratively his job. By the way, Cenk, you figuratively have that job yourself.
Almost everything he's ever said has been proven to be a lie over and over again. And later, after the controversy is over.
And again, the self-awareness. Oh, jeez.
They will brag. Roger Stone will brag about, I was lying to you. You idiot people in the press, you listen to me. No one in the media.
When did he do that? When has Roger Stone ever done that? Another FOS moment for Cenk Uygur, folks. Of course, well, there's been several of them just in the last 2 and under 3 minutes. Jesus. I'm not even a third way through this.
Ever.
Now I can understand where Atheism Unstoppable has a problem with this. On his video, several times on his videos, he's had a comment about how he has to stop ever so often to correct Cenk here. And I just kind of took a passive note of that. And now that I'm doing it, holy crap, is it so real.
Take Roger Stone seriously. I'm not going to tolerate that guy on any set for any reason.
Oh, yeah, but do try to shame him in trying to leave the scene, right? Do shame him. And that's right, Roger, run away. Run away, Roger. And, let's not forget Alex Jones says, hey, Roger, come back. He wants to debate you. No, I don't want to. Yeah, okay.
Can I jump in for a second?
Oh, yes. Okay, let's let Anna jump in for a second. This woman who has had several videos on fat shaming and how wrong it is, even on her Twitter account said, I will shame him because he deserves it. Well, Anna, maybe those fat people that you were standing up for deserve to be fat shamed. You know, when you can't attack the argument or the tactics, attack their physical appearance, right? Yeah. This from the woman who had to correct her own nose because she was just, you know, so secure in her facial appearance.
So Alex Jones is now going around telling people that he was invited on the set. That is absolutely false. He is absolutely lying. And let me tell you what's going on behind the scenes at Radio Row, specifically at the RNC, which I haven't talked about at all. This has turned into a circus where members of the media do certain things to get attention, to increase their viewership or their exposure. They don't care how loathsome they have to be in order to get that attention out.
Okay, so right, it was a circus. It definitely was. But guess what? Cenk was the ringmaster, and you were one of the sideshows. Okay, that's what happened there, Anna. You became the circus. You became the circus. Jimmy Dore became the freaking clown. And, well, poor Ben and the other cat, I can't even remember the other guy's names. They were just there to help set up the props or hold the props back in this case. I mean, we had to hold back the ringmaster. For crying out loud. Let me go back a little bit because I already forgot what the hell she says. Come on, back it up. Let's go.
This has turned into a circus where members of the media do certain things to get attention, to increase their viewership or their exposure. They don't care how loathsome they have to be in order to get that attention. Alex Jones is a perfect example of that. And I cannot handle someone exploiting our show, capitalizing on our show just to get eyeballs on him, okay?
You know what? If you had been the professionals that you're supposed to be, he wouldn't have gotten so many eyeballs. But of course, this didn't hurt you either because, you know, it's not like you guys have only gotten a few views on anything that's going on, or even this video. I mean, for crying out loud, you know, almost 6,500 people have watched. Sorry, 650,000 people have watched this, almost. So it's not like the ad rev isn't coming in on your page from these views. This hasn't hurt you. And you were the bigger assholes of the whole damn mix. That's the damn thing. So, you know, let's try next time, like this is going to happen. Let's try next time to not be so indignant about the attention grabbing that was going on by Alex Jones' channel, because you guys have not been hurting over this. Yeah, it probably has helped Alex Jones even more so. You know, it wouldn't surprise me a damn bit if the antics that went on between you and Alex Jones hasn't helped you both. Now, even though your subscribership is down over the last, 30, 90 days, you did get a few more subscriptions out of this whole thing. Okay? And I wouldn't be darn bit surprised if it didn't come from both of your audiences. I wouldn't be surprised if some of your audience subscribed to Alex Jones and vice versa.
He's a fucking crazy person.
And then,
please, let's not talk about who fucking crazy people are, okay? Anna, have you seen? I'm guessing that you haven't seen the video of yourself yet, which is probably why you responded the way you did on your Twitter feed about how you felt that it was okay to fat shame Alex Jones. You do see that the guy to your left is no lightweight, right? I'm sorry, to your right. He's not a lightweight. He's a fat asshole too.
Alex started saying to Anna about how we support Saudis. Nobody who's ever watched this show would ever come to anything but
what does that even mean? Yeah. Oh, I'm a jihadi Jane.
Okay, and so then his lackeys, these loser, idiot lackeys, yelling rape and
Cenk, see the lackeys that you surround yourself with.
Terrorists, etc., because they can't make a rational argument.
Yeah.
That's right, folks. He just said that.
That's what an incredibly stupid person does. Random insults. Oh, I'm not connected to anything in reason or logic.
Random insults. He said that too.
And that's who he is. That's why he has such a small show. That's why he's a pathetic.
Stop with the small show. He does not have a small show. Okay? I mean, Jake, if you want to talk about small shows, well, I've got to look at this now. I've got to look at it. Because if I saw the numbers correctly the last time, let's see here. Bear with me, folks. I mean, I've got to see this real quick. I've got to see this. And unfortunately, I cannot pause this. And unfortunately, I have a crap computer. Okay. Not here, but here. Let's see this. If it'll hurry up. Jeez, I'm so sorry, folks. Okay. Leafy is here. Has 4,179,358 subscribers. And only 368 uploads. Okay. Leafy doesn't do what you do. Okay. He doesn't. He basically roasts other videos. Okay, so now let's look at yours, shall we? Yeah, there we go. See, I've already done this one before. Come on, let's go. Look at that. Sweet Jesus. They have done, look, I'm just gonna throw a number out here. An approximation. They have done almost 10 times. 10 times? The videos. 100 times maybe. Sorry, my head math is not this great. But anyway, they've done 25,000 as opposed to about 368 uploads. And still come not so close to Leafy is here. And this is supposed to be a news source. You compared to Leafy is a small channel if you want to go that way, Cenk. I don't think you really do. Well, he already did. Cenk, it's not as if you have the largest channel on YouTube. And it's not as if Alex Jones has the smallest channel on YouTube. I have the smallest channel on YouTube. Okay? My channel is so well, hold on for a second. We might be getting into euphemisms here. My channel is so tiny and impotent. Oh, geez. But, I mean, just keep harping back on that, Cenk, because, you know, if you do it a third, fourth, fifth time, you know, your argument might be valid.
Show that he has to come on to larger shows to
no,
get
he doesn't.
His audience.
He doesn't have to do that.
Once he did that, well, okay, not only were you not invited, and now, of course, since he's, again, Alex Jones, another professional liar. What is this whole show based on? Everything's a conspiracy. Now, think about how...
Everything's a conspiracy. You're right. Well, not absolutely everything on the Alex Jones show is a conspiracy. You do get some legit stuff on his show occasionally. Now, being from Austin, you know, you get curious about Alex Jones stuff a little bit more. Well, not that Austin unto itself means you're curious about Alex Jones, but you know, you hear about him in Austin probably, well, maybe a little bit more frequently than what you do outside of Austin. Okay. So yeah, a lot of things that come over the Alex Jones show, particularly from him, are quite conspiratorial. And like it or not, Cenk, he's been right on a couple of things, at least. Now, on the other hand, although your channel doesn't necessarily propagate conspiracy, it sounds batshit crazy nonetheless. The propaganda that comes from your channel is quite batshit crazy. You know, this idea that Republicans are racists, you know, that it's nothing but a party full of old white guys and racists. Yeah, Cenk. I mean, Cenk, you don't even see the racism that comes out of the fucking Democrat Party. It's freaking amazing. And that racism is the bigotry of low expectations, the soft bigotry of low expectations. You know? You know, Cenk, and here's one point I don't think I've ever stated before. You know, I do like the quote. If you're not a liberal at 20, you have no heart. If you're not a conservative at 40, you have no mind. Now, you've admitted to have one time been a Republican, not necessarily conservative, even though the Republican Party has traditionally been more conservative than the Democrat Party, even during the Civil War, Cenk. It has held more conservative values, and you've gone backwards. You let it get into your head that the Republican Party became something that it didn't used to be. You basically pulled a reverse Ronald Reagan. Oh, I didn't leave the Republican Party. It left me. Yeah, whatever. You still joined the Democrat Party. If it really felt that way. And Cenk, you even hate libertarians, Cenk. I keep calling you Jake. You don't even like the libertarians. So you're quite a regressive. You went backwards, Cenk. It's like you started at 40 and wound up 20. You've done this ideological Benjamin Buttons thing and have gone backwards. And you actually almost are quite the infant. You're just a functional infant. You have a bank account. You've given yourself a job, and that's fine. And you can buy groceries and shit like that. But you are quite regressive.
Stupid that is. Does that mean there are no conspiracies in the world? No. I believe JFK was not just killed by Lee Harvey Oswald. Okay.
Well, there's not really much I can say about that.
Does that mean everything's a conspiracy? Oh, who put this paper here? It's a conspiracy by the Bilderberg.
Oh my God. See, he does this every damn time. He becomes a clown on his own in his own damn circus, where he's supposed to be the ringmaster. This mocking he tries to do just makes him look even more foolish than he already has so far. And when he does this, I mean, in my perspective of it, when he goes that way, it means he's already lost the damn plot.
The lizard people. You know, Alex Jones, if he believes that is a moron, if he doesn't believe it, he's messy.
By the way, I don't think I've ever seen or heard Alex Jones go by way of Art Bell and just go coast to coast AM by talking about lizard people. Okay. I mean, somebody please correct me on this if I'm wrong.
With you guys. It's a racket.
Cenk, a lot of people at home might have heard that Alex Jones is on our set. It's a fucking false flag. Are you just going to believe everything you hear?
And so, you know what Anna's just said actually makes me more mad. Because I definitely did not invite him on the set. I haven't seen him at all. In fact, I'm not sure I've...
Okay, doesn't matter. Okay, he came to your set. Now, he says somebody from your production staff invited him. Okay? I've seen comments of people, and I don't really recall seeing in his version of the video where somebody said, hey, come to our set. I just saw them like they were calmly coming over to your set. You know, it's not like they were rallying or anything. Hey, we're gonna go crash the Young Turk set. You know, so I don't know if somebody from your production staff, in fact, did invite him over. But Cenk, knowing how you and everybody that works under you seem to be, it wouldn't surprise me a damn bit if none of them, if they did invite him over, stepping up saying, yeah, it was me, man. Sorry, boss. Because for whatever reason, they seem to like working for you. Or maybe they just like having a paycheck. They might hate the job. They just like getting a paycheck.
I've never seen him in person. I interviewed him on Current TV. I went on his show. I apparently should have never done him that favor. And so... then he pops out of my set, and now he's lying all across the...
Okay, he did you a favor, okay? When somebody invites you on their show, they're doing you a favor, not the other way around, okay? And despite where the two of you are at right now in this moment, Cenk, He gave you exposure, regardless of whether or not you needed it. He gave you exposure. He introduced you to potentially more audience. Excuse me. So he did you a favor, Cenk. All right. Jeez.
So understand who Alex Jones is. He's apparently, like his buddy Roger Stone, a professional liar.
Oh, pot, thy name is kettle.
And he's obsessed with attention. All he's done is cause trouble at the RNC. Why? So he can get his name out there. That's all he's doing. And that's
okay. He can do that. He's allowed. You don't have to like it. You don't have to agree with it. But please go on about how you at the Young Turks never, ever do this. Anybody who watches your videos know that you do this. I mean, for crying out loud, you guys will purposely go out and mislead your audience by incorrectly titling your videos. White supremacist with megaphone. Does that ring a bell for you? Does it ring a bell for anybody? You purposely misled your audience. Why? For attention, for clicks. You put clickbait out there. That's what you do half the time. I want to say most of the time. But, you know, I'll cut you some slack and say half the time.
Yeah. If you had Alex Jones on the show, have him on the show.
Yeah.
He'd have a seat.
Yeah, that's how it works. You asked to come on the show, and it's not like I haven't had him on the show before.
Yeah.
There's a way to get on the show, but Roger Stone is another loser. He can't get on most shows because people realize he's a professional liar.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you know, it was what did he lie about? You were specifically saying that he lied about Elliot Spitzer. Without saying what the lie was, of course. You just wanted to call him a liar. Now, it would help your audience if you would talk about it. Maybe you talk about this in the next couple of seconds. I don't know. Let's see.
God, man. And think about Donald Trump.
Yeah, of course he's not going to talk about it. He's not going to talk about what the specific lie was. He's just going to call him a liar. You know, well, are the lies so numerous that you can't name them all? That's great. Name one. Name one lie. Name one lie. What was the lie specifically towards Elliot Spitzer that he was wrong about?
That he associates himself with a dirtbag like Roger Stone. What does that tell you about the guy running for president of the United States?
That's because one man's dirtbag is another man's bag of gold, I guess. That was from the top of my head.
That associates himself with a guy who is proud to be a professional liar, proud to be a...
Yeah. Can we actually stop with this professional liar shit? Again, show me his job description. Show me a resume. Show me his CV where he lists professional liar. Cenk, that's your profession. You lie too, and we've seen it. We've seen you and your channel do it just in the last week several times.
Hatchet man, and has never told the truth. So that's who Donald Trump is, that he backs people like Roger Stone. Okay.
Donald Trump backs Roger Stone? Yeah, I'm pretty sure if anything, it's the other way around. And just because you have a professional liar working for you does not substantiate a guilt by association. Okay? Like Ben next to you there, I might give Ben an even break. I'm not going to, he is not what you are, even though he associates with you. He is not the piece of crap that you are, Cenk. He's just a different piece of crap. Because guess what? He does associate with himself with you. So you play around with shit, you're going to get some left on you.
Okay, and sorry for the interruption of the show. Obviously, we had to explain the
Whatever,
situation.
got you more than hits.
The larger point is the one animated, which is the best one. Oh, look, it's not just Alex Jones and Roger Stone. This whole media has gotten to a point where bad behavior is rewarded.
Yeah.
People, I give you case in point. Cenk Uygur, Anna Kasparian, Jimmy Dore. Okay? Cenk, your behavior is rewarded because guess what? You get more video hits on your channel. You get subscribers. All right? Jimmy Dore's bad behavior is going to be rewarded by you keeping him on staff. Same thing with Anna there. I mean, why? Because you all are equally unprofessional. You lost your damn mind, Cenk, and so did Anna. Anna became the whinging twat off the side of the set. She broke one of her cardinal rules about fat shaming, but guess what? Fat shaming somebody who's fat. And she's proud of it. She's proud she fat shamed somebody. But I'm sure within the next few months, there'll be some other fat topic coming up where she'll talk about how fat shaming is bad again.
Rip people's face off on Twitter. Lies, it doesn't matter. Racist, it doesn't matter. Sexist, misogynist,
misogynist.
Then you say things like, hey, attacking a person for being black might be racist. They're like, oh, you're attacking white people. Boo-hoo-hoo.
See? I mean, geez, God forbid this man should ever get through 10 minutes of video without acting like a freaking petulant child. Jeez. Again, lack of self-awareness. You know, how many videos can we find with him crying about shit? Bet we can find lots. I've seen them. They're there, folks. Don't take my word for it.
Crocodile tears, right? And what does the press do? They reward.
Never you mind the crocodile tears we've been seeing through this whole damn video.
Oh, look at this. This guy got banned from Twitter. Let's make a big deal out of it.
It's because it is a big deal, you jerk. And you'd feel the same way. But we know Twitter's not going to ban you because Jack Dorsey agrees with every damn thing you say.
They reward this bad behavior. The minute that there's a Black Lives Matter protest.
Yeah, this bad behavior gets rewarded. That's why you still have a YouTube, Twitter account. Still on Facebook. This is why you're still getting subscribers. Okay? Even though you're down overall, your counts are still coming in. But you know what? Your counts aren't coming in as fast as they used to. You keep this BS up, Cenk. Don't be surprised if it goes the other way around. Of course, I'm not going to be surprised if it doesn't because, well, on the whole, we're just this freaking stupid.
Because what happens? Tommy Lauren jumps up. Oh, look at me, Daddy. Look at me, Daddy. Look at me.
Really? So you're just going to freaking go on and talk about everybody. Now we're off to Tommy Lerner or Laren. Tommy Laren, yeah, that's how you say her last name. Tommy Laren, because she's got an opinion. See, this is what he's saying now, folks. He's saying if you have an opinion that is opposed to what he's saying, now you're a freaking crybaby. And, or crocodile, I don't know, shit. Basically, crocodile tears, blah, blah, blah. You know? Again, I mean, Jesus. Cenk, I mean, there's so much projection flowing off of you. So much.
Joke, Black Lives Matters.
And by the way, I mean, can you guys drop the jacket and jeans thing already? Jesus. I mean, it's now a cliche. I'm sorry, I know. Fashion isn't really my thing, but the jeans and with the blazer or the jacket or whatever the hell is, it's done. It's over, okay? It's over, guys. And I'd say the same thing to Alex Jones, but I hadn't really noticed. I just noticed, Cenk, that whatever you do, whether it's, you know, some video you do at the RNC convention, whether it's done on your set in freaking California, or was it Culver City? Yeah, I think it's Culver City. Or doing a debate with Dinesh D'Souza. It's done. Okay, it's over. You know, just either take the jacket off or put some slacks on already.
KKK. Yeah. And every time somebody says something atrocious, you guys reward it. And when people
No, we don't, Cenk. No, we don't. You think it's rewarding, Jake, but the problem is that you think that everything is racist. I mean, it's almost like you're Anita Sarkeesian. Everything is racist. Everything is homophobic. Everything is sexist. And when somebody says something in opposition that you're being melodramatic, oh, well, that must mean you're sexist. That must mean you're racist. Yeah, like you did with that guy with the freaking megaphone. Even though it was clear that he's anti-racist.
People say logical, reasonable things. You're like, oh.
Yeah, logical, reasonable things, Cenk. Except you don't do that. That's the problem.
Oh, that's boring. Let's not cover smart people. Let's cover the dumbest people in America.
But
you are the dumbest people in America, Cenk. That's the problem. You and the rest of your TYT people. The damn thing of it is that you baited a bunch of people onto your damn channel years ago by being, mostly to somewhat intelligent and logical. But you've lost all that. You've lost that loving feeling with intelligence and logic.
You also have to acknowledge that they do all that. They'll say anything, do anything. And
yes, just like you do. Just like you do, 5 o'clock shadow guy. Put some pants on. Put some real pants on to match that jacket and your tie and your shirt.
We're so much bigger than all the people that you've named combined.
Oh. So what? The size of your audience doesn't mean a damn thing if they are just as stupid and illogical as you are. As the saying goes, never underestimate the power of stupid people in large crowds. Okay? Don't get me wrong. The right has it too. At least with that, I can, at least being someone on the right myself, I recognize that we have stupid people too. And unfortunately, one of them happens to be running for fucking president.
So if you actually cover the news, more people will actually watch it.
You don't actually cover the news. You comment on the news. Well, I suppose that could be considered covering. But you guys don't really report. You're not journalists. If you were journalists, and this is why you should stop calling yourselves that, is that the purpose of a journalist is to give the news unbiasedly. No propaganda involved, but you guys don't do that. I mean, you're essentially Sean Hannity and Megyn Kelly. You get the news, you spit it back out, and then you comment on it. Okay, if you guys really want to be journalists, report the stories without propaganda, without your bent, without your bias. And that's all the synonyms I have right now.
A great point, and I want to thank you guys, every member out there. By the way, our show is beholden to you guys. It's not because we're special hosts.
Your show is beholden to no one. If it actually was, well, it's beholden to no one but yourselves. Okay? If it was beholden to the audience, well, I'm sorry, I'm saying this and thinking about it, what I'm saying. I guess maybe it is beholden to the audience. Because if the audience is just like these jerks, the young jerks, I'm sure I'm not the first person to do that. I know the young turds has been done several times, but the young jerks over here, which none of you are young, by the way, except for maybe Anna and the dude over there across from Anna. I care so little about their people that I can't even freaking remember all their names. It's just the only reason why I can remember Cenk is because he and Anna, this is the only reason why I can remember her name, are the ones that are on there most of the time. Cenk, I see the gray hair on your head. That may not mean a damn thing, but you're not young anymore, Cenk, okay? You and I are about the same age. It's time to admit that you're not young. And I don't see how the Armenian can still work for somebody or someone that's a Turk.
It's because you guys are awesome, and you power us. If we didn't have you, we'd have nothing at all.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, Cenk, is all you have are people. All you have are people. You don't have any original thoughts. No sincere ones, anyway. Nothing that's honest.
But So, and thank you to all the members. And if you want to be a member, tytnetwork.com
I don't.
/join, so we can crush all of them together. And
Really? You know, I think it's kind of scary when you see somebody like Cenk talk about crushing them all together. It's not, you can tell it's not about, hey, let's just be better than they are. You know, it's almost like, you know what? We want to wipe them out. We want to wipe them out so we can have an even, you know, bigger echo chamber, or an echo chamber with less voices trying to interlope in that chamber. Let's just crush them. That's a crush them. Well, Cenk, all you got to do is step on them. I mean, I'm a fat ass too, Cenk. I can step on most things and crush it, you know? But this isn't what you're talking about. You're not talking about being better than these other channels, Cenk. I know you're not. And you know why I know that you're not? For the same reason I know that that when Alex Jones came onto your set that you were not being friendly. It's called your facial expressions and body language. Okay? The body language, well, I'm sorry, I keep using it. It's really a redundancy to say facial expressions and body language. But your body language, I mean, Cenk, I mean, you're the worst. You have no poker face, Cenk. None whatsoever. Can we get together and play some Hold'em sometime? You know? I don't really have a lot of money, Cenk, but you know what? I bet I could get your money. You know, I'd put $100 in, and then at least I'd have your $100 plus mine. And then I can raise it to $200. The point of being is that you have no poker face, Cenk. That's really what your whole fucking problem is with, you know, being on the freaking internet. You can't fake your way. If you can't fake your way through anything.
John's right. All of them combined are pathetic and don't equal you guys. You guys are the real.
Leafy is here. Leafy is here. He beats you. He's got 1 million plus more subscribers than you do. And all he does are roast videos. That's it.
Real strength, and we are going to change this country together. What annoys me is that even though we have built this army and built this audience, the rest of the media sit there and go, "Who's saying something naughty? Who's saying something naughty?"
Okay, that's it. That's all I can handle. I've gone through most of this video anyway. It's a minute and a half left. Yeah. Oh, jeez. Jeez. It's so stupid. So stupid. Ugh. Oh man, if I could show my face on cam, I know I could, guys, but again, if you've seen my intro video, you know why I don't. I'm holding my face in my hands right now. It doesn't get any more face palm than this. Look, guys, essentially what it comes down to is that Cenk, other than not being able to have a poker face, not being able to roll with the punches, as evident in the video where Alex Jones did come on the set. If I may stop right here. I'm not saying that what Alex Jones did was right. But you know what? It didn't need to escalate like it did. Jimmy Dore, the scumbag that he is, did not need to spit whatever the hell it was he was drinking in Alex Jones' face. Didn't have to happen. But Jimmy Dore is a pathetic weasel who spit and ran. And then when got caught, tried to be, oh, no, hey, look, I'm really here. I'm here. Yeah, you're here, but you're still walking and scurrying along in the opposite direction from the person that's confronting you about it. Anyway, no poker face. Scumbags on the freaking chat, or on the channel, rather. And the inability to actually not project onto others what it is that you do. The self-awareness is so lacking with the young turds. It really is. And, like I said, I found them early, years ago, and even though I disagreed with most everything they said, found for most of what they had to say to be, at least it wasn't as propagandized as it is now. It is just terribly, terribly propagandized now. And it's a shame. And unfortunately, what they're doing is that they are, instilling this propaganda into 3 million plus subscribers, and basically making them, SJWs without the capabilities of thinking for themselves. They hear Cenk, agree with Cenk. Oh, well, that just sounds great. Yes, I'm against racism too. But those Republicans, those conservatives, those whiteys, they're not. They're all racist. And that's just not the truth. Bible says, before you point out the speck in someone else's eye, recognize the clod in your own, or something to that effect. I've heard it go from splinter to plank to whatever, but basically the message is the same. Okay? Recognize how much of a pot you really are before you start to speak to or about a kettle. This is why we can't have nice things. Anyway, guys, that's all I really want to say. It's more than probably what I had intended to say. If you've been able to stick through this whole video, thank you very much. Give it a like. Subscribe to my channel so I'm not the only person subscribed to my channel. Oh, goodness gracious. I think I might have to go ask people, please subscribe to my channel so at least I'm not by myself anymore. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Y'all have a great one.